Now, you want to ensure you stay tuned for this entire video because I'm not only talking about Turnbo Ranch, but I'm also going to share with you some other communities that you may want to, like I said, I can't say avoid, but just make sure you know all the information before you make that decision, because there are some grievances going on within the community, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. This video is going to be about emergency services, city council, and some issues with city council, infrastructure, all of these challenges that are going on within the Killeen area as it continues to grow and expand out. But do they have the resources and capability to do it effectively where people can still enjoy their home? There's a lot of growth happening here, and of course there are also growing pains. But like I said, we're going to start it right at the top with Turnbo Ranch. This is a beautiful community, don't get me wrong, but they are already facing some challenges and more than likely disgruntled individuals that have already purchased homes. This community is accounting for 3,000 homes. It is located right off of Chaparral and close to 95, so it's a great access point if you need to get to the Austin area. Excellent community for commuters, but it's got some challenges, and so that's what we're going to dive into.
Hey, if you're thinking of relocating to the Fort Cavazos area, I have just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I have it linked right down below. The best part is there's no obligation to this, and it's going to come with everything from the top employers to the best schools and a boatload of other information, everything that you need to make the best decision. Again, no obligation, so make sure you click the link below. It also will be pinned, and I hope that it helps.
Starting it off, when you purchase a home here, you actually do not have EMS and police department services. Now, that doesn't mean when you call 911, someone does not come out, but the response time is going to be significantly longer because this is actually considered a territory of the Killeen area, but it's not completely connected to it, which I know is a little confusing, and that really just kind of speaks on the complexities of growth in a community, how things are zoned and how things are all made up, and now it's affecting people purchasing homes. And of course, you know, those are things that you want to know beforehand. Now, the big question is, were all these things properly disclosed ahead of time? And it seems like they have not been. Killeen Daily Herald has been doing an excellent job of keeping track of the news stories, so I encourage you to check them out. I'll also try to have them linked down below, but they're interviewing not only city council but developers and residents. There are approximately 10 homes that are now occupied out of the 3,000, so they have a long ways to go, and hopefully that means that they start to resolve some of these issues, but truthfully it's really kind of up in the air. And so with that, a lot of times people are not quite understanding what some of their documents that they're signing is. And this does go back to having people that properly represent you. I am sure that a few of these people also had realtors, but their realtors, I have to say, may have not done the best job of letting them know some concerns before purchasing. I myself have not really advocated too much for this community because of this very concern. When it first started to break ground and have development, their only warning sign was one sign across the street that says, and I quote, Bell County City Maintenance not, hold on, y'all, let me get closer, I can't fully see it. In city maintenance, no city police or EMS services. This is considered a mud district, so although you are paying property taxes, you're not paying city taxes. Now, that may seem like a good thing, but of course when you're purchasing a home, you want to make sure that you can call the fire department, the police department, the ambulance, all those sort of things, knowing that your trash, your water, all those are well accounted for. And from the previous quote from an interview with Killeen Daily Herald, a resident went to go change his water address, and the water department is the one that actually informed him that he was not going to have these services. And of course that did not set well with him because he wasn't properly disclosed of that, and more than likely he signed some additional disclosures. But the thing is, was those disclosures really explained to him, and was he educated on what he was purchasing? And it seems like the answer to that was no. And that's been one of my main concerns with this community, with them only having a warning sign there across the street from the development versus actually having it on the development, which I know would deter people, but it would at least warn people a little bit more effectively versus having that sign across the street. Now, there are only 2 builders here right now. You have Stylecraft and D.R. Horton out here. There may be some others I'm unaware of, but these are 2 very large builders here. And so, you know, they've had some opportunities to speak with builders, to speak with city council, to see like how are things going to be better developed throughout time so that people feel a little bit more comfortable purchasing here. And it's still very much a work in progress for the residents that are already out here. I'm sure that they're currently working through some things. Like I said, if you do call 911, someone is coming, but you actually have people coming from further out. So Southwest Bell County, Killeen, not Killeen, but volunteer fire department. And those kind of concerns should be things that people know ahead of time, just so they can properly make decisions or take action accordingly. So with that being said, if you're looking to purchase a home, Turnbo Ranch is going to be a beautiful community. You can scan out and see how it's already being set up. But there are some things that you should know with it being not fully accessible to all of the normal things that you would have with the city.
All right, now for the question of the day. What is the first thing you look for in a new city? Is it a coffee shop or your favorite store? I really want to know, so make sure you comment down below, or better yet, shoot me a text, email, or even give me a call. All my information is going to pop up here on the screen. So again, what is the first thing you look for in a new city?
Now, as always, when I can, I'm going to bring you out to the community so you can see things firsthand. I could be in my office talking about it, but I want you to really see and show you the distance and the closeness of some of these concerns. So we were just off of Chaparral, which is this street right up here, and down there is Turnbo Ranch. This street to my right is actually Featherline, which is going to be our next topic of concern. As you can see, we're actually standing in a brand new gas station, so a lot of development is happening out here. But to the back of me is Killeen Police Department. So for those residents that are purchasing in Turnbo Ranch, to literally just be so close to the newest Killeen, but the new Killeen Police Department, it really kind of shows. I'm pretty sure that was a confusing process for them to realize that they don't even have access to the Killeen Police Department that is literally just right down the road for them. And again, I just wanted to show you in real time what that really looks like. But we're going to jump over to our next concern. Now, like I said, this is Featherline. This has become a very, very busy street. It connects to Chaparral, which connects to 95. And recently they have put in one stop sign to help control traffic on this side. And then the other end, there is actually a intersection light that is still relatively new. And so they are working on getting the infrastructure better, but it's still behind considering the amount of homes that are here and the homes that are coming up here. And that's where our next concern is coming from. Last year, the Killeen City Council denied the request of the development to start, but this year it was approved. And it was approved after over 500 residents of this neighboring community signed a petition and advocated for themselves and voiced their concern of getting these 300 homes started or built here without the proper infrastructure to the streets. And I am very passionate about it because I was one of those residents, because I live here and I'm a realtor here. So I don't just sell homes to sell homes, but I sell homes because I enjoy my community. But I also advocate when I believe it is proper and when it's a strong reason to do so. So I was one of those 500 that advocated, because down the street here is brand new Chaparral High School and new middle school. We don't have sidewalks, and to put in another 300 homes without the proper infrastructure is really just a concerning matter. And that's why today's video is kind of educating you on some areas that may be a concern when looking to purchase. It's not because of crime rate or something else. It's really due to infrastructure and making sure that the city can really uphold enough services for these new homes and for the residents of these new homes.
Hey guys, as much as I love making these videos, there's one thing that I absolutely love more, and that's helping families from all over the US make the move here to the Fort Cavazos and surrounding area. I've helped countless families move here, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. My contact information is going to be right here down below in case you missed the pop-up screen. And I look forward to helping you and your family move to our beautiful area.
So, like I said, Y'all Ranch had a petition. Over 500 people signed it to advocate and voice concern of the new the new community to start development. Unfortunately, this year it did pass, and it even brought up a lot of turmoil within the city council, from one city council member even saying that the residents were lied to and coerced into these signatures, and they absolutely were not. All this information is very well public knowledge and easy to document, and when you live on this side of the area, you can see the concerns coming up. Now, with just Y'all Ranch, it's still maintainable, but our concern is more so with continued development. You have Turnbo Ranch coming, which is very well connected, with them passing for these 300 homes to get developed, and with on the other side of Stagecoach down a ways a little bit is another development starting, and that's going to be a very large community as well. So all of the development is excellent growth for the area, but again, our concerns, not only for myself but community in general, is do we have the infrastructure to uphold everything effectively. Now, with the street, I will say Killeen has done a lot of different tests. They've had people come in to really make sure, what do they need to do. And it is in the works, but it's the timeline of everything. Is it going to be completed or at least started ahead of time? It doesn't seem to be the case. One developer has already said more than likely before the street can be widened or add sidewalks or lights or something like that, whatever the development process entails, more than likely these other homes will have already started. So these are just areas to be caution about, just due to their growth, which everyone wants growth, but again, it's effectiveness of the growth, and do we have the proper infrastructure to uphold everything. So never saying avoid an area, because like I said, I was one of the people to sign that petition, but it's just knowing, hey, if we move here, it's going to get a little hectic before it cleans up. Now 10 years, all this will probably have smoothed out, so if it's a long-term buy, it may not be a bad decision, but it's just information to always know. And like I said, I'm going to keep it real with you because these are legitimate concerns from the community as a whole. Now, if you want to get involved, I encourage you to attend city council meetings there Tuesday at 3 p.m. You can check out KilleenCity.gov for all the information. Killeen is an excellent place to live, but we are experiencing some growing pains, and that's something that you should know. And so the communities to kind of keep an eye on are Y'all Ranch, Turnbo Ranch, the settlement at the preserve, and whatever this new community that is going to start be developed the next year or two. It's going to be 300 homes. I don't know the name of it yet, but of course when I do, I'll let you know. If you have any questions or concerns, drop them down below. Tell me what you think about everything, and I will see you guys on my next video. Again, I'm Brina Gordon, your favorite Central Texas realtor. I'm here to educate you and provide you with the tools and resources to make the best decision possible.